Hello, welcome to another Christmassy edition of Stephen Inc.'s videos. Today we are designing wrapping paper for a Christmas present. Some of you may remember, very few of you may remember, that last year I did the same thing, making a Christmas present for my brother-in-law using my fountain pens. It is to date the least popular video on this channel, less than 100 views up until about a week ago. So, in celebration of making the thing, spending a lot of time on it, and kind of having no reaction, I thought, how can I make an even less popular video this year? So I'm doing the exact same thing, designing wrapping paper for a Christmas present for my brother-in-law, different brother-in-law this time, but it's okay. And to up the ante a little bit, I'm not going to be using fountain pens. As a matter of fact, I will be using this set of kids' colored pencils that I took from my school. And I can look at these colors right now, and I can already tell that I'm not even going to use all of them. I'll probably use 4 or 5 of them. We're going to see what my design process was. Watch me draw and wrap those presents. And I hope we have a good time. That's all. So for some of the thought process that went into making this project, I am going to let you look at my sketchbook, which is a little embarrassing because some of these pictures are kind of bad. That's okay though. I was thinking about my brother-in-law and the sort of things that he likes. So he plays the guitar. He and my sister actually sing pretty well together. They sang at my wedding. So here they are doing Christmas carols, some Christmassy things. There's a wreath, some candles, hot chocolate gingerbread man. This one has marshmallows in it. So a little church because my brother-in-law sings in his church's band. So something that I thought he would like. I experimented a little bit with brunch because he and my sister like to go to brunch, but I don't know, I'm probably going to give up on that one. Oh, and this, by the way, is what I thought the Grinch looked like without reference because he's a big fan of that movie. Look stuff up if you're not sure because that's pretty embarrassing. I also used my larger sketchbook to hammer down a few more details. I tried some things like this garland around the guitar. I did this one again with a little bit of a swirly shape over the top. I kept trying with brunch, but I don't think brunch is going to happen. Got some more detail on this church right here. And I also had the idea of maybe doing some socks because I know he likes socks. He likes Christmas socks and fancy socks. And he's a fan of a baseball team that has socks in the name. And that's all I remember about which one it is. Sorry, I don't know anything about sports. Anyway, these were the sketches. And before actually doing the paper, I went ahead and did some stuff on the paper. This is craft paper. I think it's by 3M. This is just a scrap. This is what I'm actually going to be creating on. So I like the church one that came out pretty nicely. The socks and the marshmallows. Here's what reference does for you. I learned that he and my sister quote the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch, so I tried to get some of that likeness as opposed to the Chuck Jones version, which is my favorite. And we'll see what I can end up doing with that. I'm not sure about this yet, but it's a work in progress. And then here I have a wreath, some carolers, and a guitar with some Christmas lights strung around it. So these are going to be my main basic shapes that I'm just going to repeat throughout the pattern. I have a lot of presents that I'm gonna do, well, a couple more than one, but I'm just gonna show you one and then I'll show you the final product when it's done. All right, hope you enjoy the process. First of all, I apologize for this horrifying almost 50 whole seconds of blurry video footage. I did not realize that the video was out of focus while I was doing the pencil lines for this. but I just went ahead and used the footage because it was already too late to go back and include it. And I figure out the focus right before I go into actually doing the permanent lines. So I just took the 6 designs that I had and I just randomly placed them all over the paper. I did do 3 different presents with this same method, but then I did the other ones just on my own, little breaks that I had, a little bit before going to sleep, a little bit after breakfast, that kind of thing. Sometimes when I'm creating, I don't really feel like I have the time to sit down at my desk with my lights on and do a little video. So it's nice to take time to do that, but it's also nice to just have some space where you can create on your own and not worry about judging yourself or putting the process out there. Sometimes I like it being private. So this was the process of creating this wrapping paper. I just went through with each color one time, and I started with the black because the black is the outline of the shapes that I created. And after that, I'm going to go through with the white, and you'll be able to see how that looks. And I think it really starts to come together as soon as I put the white border around. I am not switching from fountain pens to colored pencils anytime soon. It's a little bit of a frustrating process trying to get enough pigment onto that paper. It's already dark, so to put something dark line on that is kind of a struggle. Also, I'm sure if I had nicer, more expensive colored pencils and not the Crayola ones, no offense to Crayola, they make a fine product for the price, but I'm not about to go and buy a $30, $40 set of colored pencils when I know I'm not going to get into them at all. So I'm just stuck with the cheap supplies that I have. I did end up changing one thing. The Grinch, I went with my favorite, which is more of the Chuck Jones style Grinch, just to make it look a little more iconic. So you could see he's in there about 3 times. And the white pencils are going in. The white pencil is my favorite part of this. When I pick up the red starts to bring it together, but once I had the white in, I knew I had something good going on there. I like the idea, by the way, of making wrapping paper and spending hours and hours on creating it, just to kind of wrap up a gift inside of it and give that to someone. And the challenge is to help them understand that it's okay to make art that just kind of gets thrown away, or recycled preferably, because of course this is recyclable materials and we should be recycling it. But it's always the challenge to create art and not be married to it and be able to get rid of it, even though someone spent a lot of time on it. For myself, I make a lot of art all the time that doesn't end up being saved. You know, it's in sketchbooks and I take pictures of it, and sometimes I don't even keep my sketchbooks. So it's an interesting concept to me, and I think some people who don't create art are kind of horrified by it. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I really enjoyed making this wrapping paper, and the last time that I did it, I enjoyed it as well. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the process of making it, and you're about to see the wrapped version after I made this. About, again, 3 presents that I wrapped up. Had a lot of fun with it, a little bit of speed ramping in the video, and I really hope my brother-in-law enjoys it. It's gonna be a couple of days still until I get to see the results, but there you go. Happy holidays. All right, we did it. Christmas is ready to roll, and I hope that you are having a fantastic week, celebrating whatever it is that you celebrate or don't celebrate. I hope you're having a great day. And that's all I got to say about it. Please leave a like, a comment below. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see less content like this, because to be honest, we're gonna be talking fountain pens again soon. But I hope you're having a happy holiday.